called the pull-up?
The pull-up menu.
Menu, thank you. The pull-up menu used to be located at the bottom with just an easy swipe up, but it's no longer there. When you do this, you'll see that the apps just kind of go in and out, enlarging themselves and coming back. Now, in order to be able to use the menu page or the pull-up bar, it's now a double like a double step procedure that I don't know if people are going to enjoy too much, but you have to pull down either the search tab, or you can pull down your cover page, or basically what you would call your home sleeping page that keeps the phone locked or the iPad device. And then in this upper corner, you're not able to do it here, or here. It's specific, right where it shows the battery life percentage and where your notification tabs come on, such as the moon and different things. You would have to swipe from there in order to have your menu come down, as you can see. The other thing they added on was the home security for devices. You know, if you own, for instance, Apple speaker box or home devices or accessories that you want to connect to that, you can go ahead and connect to it. So as you notice, I can do it anywhere on the page and it's not going to pull down that menu bar for me in order to turn off Wi-Fi or hotspot or notifications, which is the little half moon, the crescent moon you see. It's only going to do it from the right corner in this fashion. So that's one update that will get people pretty confused. As you can see, doing it from here, you can't do anything. All that this one does, it's another neat thing that Apple added into their iOS 12 update, is before you could pull up the menu from down here. But now if you pull up, let's see, I don't even know how to do it myself. As you saw when I did it before, if there is one thing open, how did I do it? I just did it a second ago, you're gonna have to cut. It pretty much like it's a pull up, like I don't even know where it's at, but it's a thing that you pull it up and it will open that up for you without you having to double click on the actual home button. It's a little confusing, but that's the other thing. In order for you guys to be able to also use Siri now works with shortcuts. So for you to be able to understand the shortcuts, how they work, how to add in the shortcuts of your liking, because you have that capability now. You have to download this app called Shortcuts. You can type in Siri shortcuts, and it's in the App Store. So you just get started like any other thing. You can create your own shortcut, which I thought was pretty neat. You can click on it, and you can select any app that you wish to add in, give it a title, create a short list, like, let's say I wanted to do a shortcut for my notes, or for texting, or for a particular app I just downloaded. You just add it in, create the shortcut, and hit done, and then it will pop up here as a shortcut. I did it on my phone, but I don't have my phone right now, so I can show you guys. So as you can see, here's little things you can do. It gives you a little walkthrough with how to run your shortcuts in other apps, how to share your shortcuts with other people. You can create now playlist shortcuts, all kinds of stuff, a laundry timer, speed dial for particular people, in your family you want to connect with. If you're a person that loves working out, you can click little shortcuts for all that. So there's a lot of different features with the Siri shortcuts now that's been fine-tuned, and it's pretty interesting. It's something that I'm still playing around with to understand and see the dynamics of it, and to see if I enjoy the new optimization that they added in.
You good?
You're recording me. I'm just a voice backup. I'm the secondary Siri for the video.
Well, it seems there's a lot of new and intriguing options for the new Apple OS update, and with Siri, and I guess we'll have to discover each one.
Yeah, and here's the last thing. Your time now, you no longer have a translucent or transparent time bar. Your time bar used to be located in the mid center, which I actually enjoyed because it was right in the eye view, the center of your eye when you're working on whatever apps. But now they include the time in the left hand corner with the day, the month, and the date, the actual year. I can't say that update is something quite unique because I think everyone might agree having the actual calendar app in the center of the page where it shows you it's Friday already and it's the 21st like it is today, a Friday. I don't really think that's double. It's like a double necessary design that they did there. I think they should have kept the time centered and maybe just enlarged it a bit, or given us the option to be able to change the clock.
I think you should
design or the color of the time.
Yeah,
because some people might want to have
that.
a neon colored blue time, for people that are night owls like myself that stay up late doing work on their phones or iPads. It would be really cool if they could integrate that in the future updates to be able to change color settings and even, just I would say the font designed of the app names or the time itself on the clock.
I think there should be like a future user interface for Apple where, Apple has their standard look, which is their brand, but if you can make it look more techy, because there are people who like tech stuff, maybe instead of having every single app colored, maybe it's all neon.
Yeah,
exactly. And perhaps we're talking and there probably is an app like that out there that we just don't know. And if there is an app, put it in the answers or give a reply and like let us know so we can download it. Because I would like to
comment below and let us know if you guys agree if we should be able to control the design, the color, the layout, and the fonts of the actual name of the apps themselves, like how you can download, as he said, apps that can redesign your wallpaper or create your apps on what are called bookshelves, kind of like inside of the iBooks settings. But those are, I think, features that Apple should consider, especially for it being such a huge market and creating things of quality. Children would definitely get a kick out of that, teenagers, and especially with this new Bitmoji trend going on nowadays.
You know what would be a great idea? I don't know if you guys remember, and it's pretty much only for people who own a Mac and own Time Machine. So the way the Time Machine interface is, the way it was set up, you can kind of swipe left or right and go forwards and backwards in time. And I love that functionality. And if you was able to do that, just to like swipe through your apps or your materials, kind of, I think Mac, I mean, I don't have my Apple set up that way, but I think you can open each file and like swipe it like a file with the mouse. But it would be good to kind of see that on iPad device.
Yeah. Last thing I want to touch on, guys, is they came out with this really cool feature called Screen Time. App decided now to integrate this, and what it does is it actually, I don't know if it's a good or bad thing for people that spend X amount of hours on their devices, but it will manage and time the amount of productivity or just time you're on your device overall. You can actually go in on your kids' iPads and control it yourself and schedule downtime, screen time. If you're a family, you could turn it on, start, stop, the amount of time you want your children on your devices, or even yourself, because I have to admit, these devices nowadays, they're pretty addicting. It also allows you, which I think is an amazing feature, because my husband and I, having 2 children, and we have one child with Asperger's who's on the spectrum, they live for their iPads and for gaming. So having a little bit of control with your kid's device is great. We used the feature prior to Apple setting up this feature into the iOS update. We were using one called Hour Pack, but you have to pay for that monthly. It's $6.99 a month if you want the premium features such as this that can go in and actually control each individual app and set a time frame on it for your child to be able to use it and not go over a certain time frame, whether it be an hour or two that you give them. So I love this feature. I haven't tried it out as yet because I have to sit down and try it out with my kids. But that's pretty much how it is. As you can see, I just clicked on Duolingo. So Duolingo just popped up here at the top because I try to let my children take in languages and learn. They're learning a language right now. So it will, as it tells you up here, it allows apps are available during downtime or if you select the all apps category. So I added Duolingo to always allow, meaning it's an app that I'm not going to put a limitation on for them to be able to use. Now, what I'm not sure of is if it allows you, and I think it does, time limit here. Yeah, you can pick productivity, social, gaming. So like you can pick gaming for all, it picks out all the apps that are game apps on the iPad, and you can add that, and you can pick the amount of time you allow your kid to use those apps for the day, and it will actually set up a time scale.
Good. Yeah. It's like we've been looking to search. We've been searching for that for like I don't know how long.
Yeah, so that's a cool feature there. So it's great. Like I said, you can add limits. It can tell you, as you can see, I've been using it now for the last 13 minutes. It picks up on everything you're doing now. So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool feature for parents and for family to be able to use across the board.
Okay. That was an awesome review. Thank you.
Don't forget to follow us down below. Click on subscribe and leave a comment. Let us know what you guys like about all the features that are now integrated in the new iOS update, and leave comments. Let us know what you guys think, what annoys you about the new update, what features you love that's really cool, and let us know what's the next video you want us to talk about. Take care, guys.
Peace. Boom.